General Messin, I have realized, just to open it up, this initiative should have come from the lawmakers of Manipur, because they have won the election. That initiative, Bhagat Sahab, is absent. I have seen that. This initiative of peace march, inter-community dining, inter-community approaches is absent. They have actually done it on their ethnic lines in Delhi and replicated back in Manipur.
What I see, I mean, two quick things to uh, tell both my friend Guite and herself, and then coming back to this peace initiative. One is that this is an academic discourse that I'm initiating on understanding this Meitei women movement. Please do not see the Meitei women Mera Paivi movement as gender equity or gender based articulation. It is not. Nor about empowering of the women vis-a-vis the man. That is not. My reading is, we can have further discussion, and many may not agree with my reading. But if you look at the history of women's movement, what we call Nupi Lan, and also post during the period of insurgency movement during 70s, 80s, and 90s, is that women have gone arms in arms along with the man. They did not take up arms, but they took their own positioning culturally to defend the interest of what I called the state or the kingdom or the people. Now, you may interpret them differently. What is that kingdom? What is state? What is this people? I'm just keeping it open, right? So we have to understand women's movement in the right perspective. Then you will understand that why they are stopping the army from coming in. Now, what I hear, and General Saab may try to look at this phenomenon, my reading, and I talked to the people and I found this out, is that the people feel in the valley is that when the Kuki militants are shooting, they are left scot-free. This is a perception, may be wrong, but the Meitei people, the valley people think that somewhere the hills should have been taken care of by the Assam Rifles because police is almost non-functional there, to be honest. So they have been allowed to come in, and the Meitei insurgent groups have already come out and joined this whole fight. And if the army comes from behind, they will be sandwiched. So we will remain a victim. And that is the fear because of which women stop the armies and paramilitary forces to come to the combating side in the valley. They say if they have to come, let them come from the middle or somewhere else. This is their take. This is not my position, but my reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Reverend?
Yes.
Quickly, let me first. The general has said that army almost like a holy cow. There has been cases where leader officers of Assam Rifles, who is a army officer, was caught in drug trades. And if you want, I can send you the name and the case. This is already in the public discourse. So there are also elements within the army. So army is not a holy cow. Now the point that I feel is, supposing we start the Trek 2 discussion for peace, and in the ground, what I saw is an uninterrupted violence that is happening from both sides. So, is that talk going to succeed? My fear is that, Kartikeya. Because when I saw the ground, I found it is terribly different from the world we are trying to engage in Delhi or wherever. So somewhere there is a drastic gap. So my fear is that the peace initiative, even if you begin from Delhi, unless the violence stops in the ground, that's not going to help much.
Okay. Reverend?
Yes.
Yes.
Please allow me to speak for a longer time as you have allowed them. Because whenever I speak, just in a few seconds, you cut me. Okay.
No. Please speak.
Yeah. I'm still with my topic. I still need to answer to the debate that has come to me from Professor Bhagat. So about yesterday's incident, I'm still on that. I want to be very practical, not on talking about history and all those theoretical terms, but I want to be very practical. And yesterday's incident, he told me that I'm a liar, but I don't think I lie. I am properly informed that they have attacked at Langja, wherein a few of them, 5 of them, have been captured alive, and out of which one, Mr. called David Tech, was cut into pieces, and he was hanged on the gate. This is a fact. And secondly, there were I'm not sure it was 3 or 4 who died. The Meitei militants who died. Where did they die? The question is, where did they die? Whenever the Meitei militants or the valley-based people, whenever there is a news that they are shot, do they ever die in the valley? Do they ever die nearby their areas? Absolutely not. They always die in the hill areas, in the inhabitants of the Kukizos. So what makes them to die? Well, for example, you are my enemy, and you come to my house, or you come to my area, or you die in my area. What makes you come? Being my enemy. That means you are trying to attack me. That is why when you attack me, I have to defend myself.
I have heard this logic that.
Yes.
I've heard this logic. I know what you're trying to say.
Let me continue,
that you are trying to defend your village.
Let me continue. I am not defending. It is a fact. It is a fact. All those who have died, they have not died in their own valley places. It is always in the hill areas. Prove me. Give me a proof that any of our brothers from Meitei community have died in the valley.
Reverend, first of all,
first question.
I'm not trying to cut you in.
Secondly,
the reason why I invited Reverend
yes.
you was,
yes.
in your opinion, what is the solution for peace? That is why my invitation was.
Yes, but then because all these debates have come,
why do you get?
so
why
I
do
need
you
to
get?
put that.
Why do you get? Someone
all
said
debates
something.
have come.
Someone said something, and you said, "Okay,
1
fine,
minute, sir.
Your view."
I will come to your point because since I'm here, so I want to make use of my time here. And there was, you asked me what is my view about the solution.
Okay.
The solution, allow me. I will continue, sir.
I have only got...
See, just 2 days ago, 2 days ago in Gualtabi, which is under Saikul subdivision of Kangpokpi district, there were 5 Meiteis who went into Gualtabi village, which is the Kuki dominated areas. They were not killed. They were captured alive. They interviewed. They talked to them, and then later on they were handed peacefully to the hands of the Assam Rifles. Okay, so this shows that we are a peace-loving community, and we don't want to create war. We don't want this violence. Nevertheless, I'm coming to the point. This news has come very clearly, and even those 5 Meiteis who were interviewed alive by the Kukis, they said that they are so thankful towards the Kukis for releasing them.
Point is taken. My question was...
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. I'm coming to the solution. Please allow me to speak more. You have always been allowing them to keep talking, and whenever I speak, you are trying to stop me. Please allow me once more time. I have to insert some truth. Nevertheless, in spite of this fact news, not fake, fact news, there was a news from the Shanghai Express, which is a Imphal-based local news. Shanghai Express, very, very famous and dominated news in the whole of Manipur, English, that those 5 people were rescued by the Assam Rifles. That news, the good gesture that was created by the Kuki communities, releasing the 5 Meiteis alive, was hidden, And it was rather big in the news that
Brijesh made this
Yes.
point that this channel, News9, has not once casted aspersion neither on Indian Army nor on Assam Rifle. We, both me as the editor and Brijesh as the input editor, have maintained that people can have their views on forces, but we as a channel have never casted a shred of doubt on the professional work and attitude of the Indian Armed Defence Forces, Assam Rifle, ITBP, BSF, any of it. They do their job under a lot of constraint.
that is right.
They do their job under a lot of constraint. In a democracy, people can have their views. In a democratic structure, people can have their views. But we as a platform, we maintain that the professionalism of the armed forces and Assam Rifle, ITBP, BSF, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, and I can just go on, we don't question it. But in a conversation, we can allow different point of views. So because, there's also an issue of time.
Okay.
Can you
Yes.
tell me
The solution.
what is the way forward?
The way forward. Now, the central government is capable of making the solution. And we have been pleading to the central government to bring a solution. The way how they are going to bring a solution, that is up to them. But they have every capacity, every capability to control the situation. And so far, the one thing that has been a big question, not only to the cookies, but also to, I think, to everyone around. Why is our respected Prime Minister, Sri Modi ji, is still a mute spectator
Reverend,
in this regard?
I asked you a solution. You should give the solution.
Yeah,
आप
the
बताइए ना.
solution is not only...
Okay, can you ask me a question, Karthike? Can you ask me a question?
Okay, what would be the solution?
I think the solution should be that for me, in my limited wisdom I have sitting in Delhi,
Yes.
at least all the MLAs of Manipur
Okay.
should come together and they should hold a peace march from one end of Imphal to another end of Imphal, saying that we are all Manipuris.
Okay, I have a counter on this. They have chased us out of the valley.
Okay, wait a
They
minute.
have chased us
Wait a
out
minute.
of the valley.
Wait a minute.
All our houses, properties are burnt in Imphal, and so they have chased us
Okay,
out. They have
Reverend,
separated
Reverend.
us.
No, Reverend.
So they have separated us.
Reverend, there are shades of truth. Who am I to say? There are shades of truth, and who am I to sit in judgment?